Oh, there we go. All right. Well, that took all of an hour. I knew I was close to the end last time, but I didn't realize I was that close. So now the real question is, do I just start the next one and not even do a different game, or do I wait? I think I start the next one. All right. So, gotta find my save file. All right, hold on. I'm gonna try. Now that I've added a bunch of stuff, let me try quitting and loading this one back in and see if that fixes it. In the meantime, you can enjoy my sad faces because this should be working, but it is late not. Okay. We can put a stop to that. Ah, there it is. I wonder if I needed to just back out and reload the game because it didn't want to load. Okay, couple things, let's fix. We can turn. There we go. Oh gosh, that music.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome.
Success! Hey cakes, yes! That was excruciating. Your character has been imported as a thief. Only if this is incorrect, indicate your profession below. Otherwise, collect continue. Oh, I'm a thief, alright. And now, we're actually going to get back to thieving, like we should be. Yeah, there I am. So let's see, strength has been bumped to 200, intelligence is at 200, luck was pushed to 200. Pick locks and climbing were automatically upped because I didn't get to use them at all in the last game. Let's go ahead and up some of these. I mean, always use a little more stealth. Dodge has been upped, weapon use a little better. You know what? I'm a pretty smooth talker. Let's get that going. A little bit luckier. You know what? More acrobatics never hurt anybody. Ooh, we definitely want to make sure we can throw. Dodge. And we want to make sure we can stab. I like it. And I'm still Devin. Devin the Thief wearing the same exact AKs. What is a paladin? A paladin is one of the classes you can become at the end of the second game if you have high enough honor. And they're basically who you're meant to be if you play as the fighter. They give you all these like sort of magical abilities and a flaming sword. But the only way to become a paladin is to import it. You're not allowed to just, I'll just start a new game as a paladin. Like, You have to play a previous version and then import it as a paladin. And you can force it, like you could be a fighter and not do enough honorable things, and in the next game it'll be like, we brought you in as a fighter. You're like, nope, you brought me in as a paladin, that's how it should be. And this game was meant to be played as a paladin, because there's a lot of side quests that you miss out on otherwise. But it's not as bad as the last one, because there's still a lot to do as a fighter, as a thief. But there's a whole other subset of quest lines that you can do as a thief. Paladin. Gosh, what is going on? There's a whole other group that you can do. So yes, that's what that is. Alright, so let us begin. I would recap, but you all saw what happened.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. Only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Nice. So we have a whole... Yep, it is none other than John Rhys Davies himself, who said on record that he hated working on this game. He called it the video game from hell, because apparently the production schedule ran way over when it was supposed to, and he had to re-record a bunch of stuff. So he was super displeased with this one. Now, is that too quiet? Can people hear him? I want to make sure you can hear the audio just fine. We don't have to worry about drowning me out so much, because I don't have nearly as much to say. Oh, got a quick message I should respond to. Alright, so here we go. Yep, I lost everything. I have 1 crown with me. Hooray! And my leather armor. This is all the equipment I have in the world. So the icon's completely redone. This is how I look. This is how I interact. This is how I talk. Look at those vampire fangs. I mean, in case there was any doubt as to what the big baddies were going to be in this game, it's vampires. And this is how I walk. So let's take a look here.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor. The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall. You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins, each have a crown stamped on them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Bum, 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 bum! I did it!
That didn't do anything.
That didn't do anything! I do want to try and just real quick... There we go. Let's peck over a couple other of these bodies.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins. 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
I love when I find hard gray rocks. Oh, it's also called flint. Small gray piece of flint, much like the one described in your famous Adventurer's Survival Course manual in the fire starting section. You vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together. You hit the one on the one and you make fire.
Find 30 assorted copper and gold coins.
Boy, since I showed up here with nothing, I sure am glad the people that died in here were rich. Now, this thing looks like a nightmare. What on earth is this?
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Unspeakable rituals.
This torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
Which implies that the other one might not be?
You take the torch.
Haha! I now have a lit torch. Yeah! All things just keep getting better.
You do not have any magical ability.
Ain't that the truth? Alright, so all this looks very familiar. We can check stats, we can do... Oh! We can do, like, acrobatics now as an ability. That's kind of fun. Alright, skill levels, quite normal. Let's do speed. We want max detail. Oh my gosh, the little heads move! They look whenever you adjust something. That's amazing! Alright, alright. Skill, whatever, speed, whatever, seems to be moving just fine. Okay. I've learned anything about sneaking around places. Yep, we're gonna want to do this the old stealthy way.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a door to the passageway beyond. You force the sphincter open with your dagger.
Sphincter?
Pass through.
Alright, pass through.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains, as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Alright, let's try one of these other sphincters and see what happens.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open.
Will not
Perhaps
open.
this isn't the right time.
Oh, perhaps this is not the right time. What do we got over here?
You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions.
Mine said sphincter-like.
In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains.
I think I see something over here. Can I?
You're in the heart. You're in... That didn't do anything.
That didn't do anything.
That did...
Oh, I thought there was like a corpse over here.
That did...
Must just be part of the background. Is that a bone?
That didn't do anything.
Apparently not. Alright, well then, onwards. I vaguely remember how combat works in this one. I'm not 100% sure I
A
remember.
flock of winged creatures emerges from the cave entrance, and they don't look friendly.
Oh, ah, gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, stop it. That's a...
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders.
That is a very
Kick some
different...
butt, too.
That is a very different combat system than the last game.
The dead bodies of the badders are flea-bitten and very smelly.
I do not remember those controls at all.
The badder wasn't carrying any valuables. Besides, its body is really gross.
Okay, so hold on. What I'm going to do is pop out of this real quick. There's a reference card. We're going to download that real fast and take a sneak peek and hope that that tells me how combat works, because that was rough. Also, I think I got poisoned by those weird batter type things. Alright, let's get to stepping. Sneaking off.
A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm.
Okay, good.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Nope, 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 nope. Ah, there are some things in life that I do not do, and tentacled things is one of them. Absolutely not. I like them. Oh, hi, buddy. About as much as I like zombies. Oh, okay, so interacting gives me options.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
What you doing? Being a cat? Oh, you're sort of coming and going, but you're also knocking me out of alignment here.
You just barely made it across the pit.
Oh, Sheldon. That little scratch going. Whatever that thing was, I did not like it. probably can't take that rope. It seemed like, as he said, anchored on both sides. Oh.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
The cave is collapsing. This is no cave.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
Then what are you doing out?
The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again.
Said that a little ominously.
Farewell.
So long.
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips. This symbol is a stylized representation of a crossed pair of bones. This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Better touch it.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
If it's not nailed down, you take it with you. Oh good, I have something tentacled in my backpack for all time now. How lucky am I? Ugh. Alright. Now there used to be a strange glitch up ahead, which I'm worried that there might still be.
The upper ledge looks somewhat less slippery than the other part. The upper ledge...
Can I jump to it? I can.
That didn't... Yes, it's slippery, all right. Yes.
I was hoping I could, like, maybe climb down.
You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it.
Well, I jumped over here. Maybe I can jump down.
Why would you want to jump there?
Why would you want to jump there? I don't know.
It's too far to jump.
Alright, fine. Going this way. Back the way. There we go. Alright. Oh, I'm no longer... It looks like my poison went away.
The path is dripping with slimy goo.
Oh.
You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright. Slimy goo it is.
This tall standing stone has been carved, so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
What is with the tentacle-y things in this area?
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo. The standing stone feels rock solid.
Obdurate, even. Well, let us make our way to town. Since the woman who introduced herself as Katrina told me to. Oh my gosh, there's dead things in the water, Mr. Frodo. Don't follow the lights. So I have a dagger in case something attacks me. I'm not really thrilled with this, my chances. It's pretty though. The landscape and whatnot. There's a bird.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
Oh. Still heading north. Alright, I don't think I can go any farther north if I know video game logic. Yep, that's where we stop. So, which direction? Left, right? Let's go this way. What time of day is it even? It is day 1. Oh, and the sun is coming up. That's good.
A path peters out in the middle of the forest here.
Let's follow Peter's path.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Is that the Eyrie?
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Ugh, that guy looks like he could use some blood. He looks gaunt.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Another cut-off valley, huh?
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
Alright.
I am Boris Stovich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
Okay, who lives in the castle now?
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Master, huh?
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Oh, that's out of East.
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Alright, tell me about Mordavia.
Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley.
Voice actor, over the top. Make it as evil as possible. Go, keep making him sound creepy.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of
So
him.
in the first game, Stefan von Spielberg just retreated into his castle and didn't interact with anybody. These people are straight up gone.
It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time.
2020?
Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
Okay.
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town. This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek. Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Well, he's creepy, but he seems polite enough. Alright, so we're headed back east. Far worse things in life. Oh, that's a little tough to look at with those bright red numbers. Whew. Okay. Stamina is practically shot. Yep, I can see the town from here.
Just past the hill, you can see cultivated fields and a walled town.
It's an awfully pretty screen, actually.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter. Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field. You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Can I take a pumpkin?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
I guess not. Well, that's beautiful.
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it. You pick some flowers and put them away.
Nice.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
Oh, well, they're not wasting any time. We jump right in. Talking stabs in the market square.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is
Meisterburger.
my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
Alright,
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Tell me no more lies.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the burgomaster of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you. This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
I'm your first tourist in like years and you want to get rid of me?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here. The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels. Leave here quickly. Go.
Leave here
and
quickly.
soon.
So inhospitable.
The sign reads, General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get. The sign simply reads, Inn. Guess that means you should go in.
Oh my gosh, the cats.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already. You're polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see. You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Candy, oil, pie pan, a hand broom, a shopping bag, trail rations. Well, I definitely feel like I'm gonna need garlic. I'm now carrying 14 crowns, 26 kopecks. I should definitely buy oil. That's number one for a thief. 13 crowns, 26 kopecks. And trail rations. 12 crowns, 76 kopecks. Rations. It weighs 20 quarks. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you had to eat them too often. Ugh. Garlic. It's said to be potent protection against werewolves and other shape-changing creatures. It's also handy for making stew, sauces, and many other spicy dishes. I love garlic. Alright, maybe I should buy like a couple more rations. Okay, there's 4. Let's just get
my husband and myself have run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is
She said
a busy
Mrs.
shop, he
Stovich?
always used to
Is the
say.
guy at the gate Boris
Not
Stovich?
very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you. Now, what would you like to know about?
Oh, she's a gossip.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Ooh, some of this music and audio voice is not well balanced because I can barely hear her over the music.
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you. Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get.
There's some good
Nothing can
old-fashioned
kill a werewolf
anti-gypsy
but silver
bigotry.
or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here. And that is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you. Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in.
They were really ahead of the curve. You had to buy your shopping bags in this game.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you? Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
Yeah, okay, so Boris just ran off to go work at the castle.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia.
That
Rooms here
posture.
are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance.
A week in advance?
Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
I haven't eaten today. Let me see if I can still get breakfast.
It's a garlic souffle, Moldavian style.
Oh,
That didn't... You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
okay, so I've already eaten.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions
Okay.
rather than your words.
I'm Devin. Did you know I'm a hero?
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Just so distrustful.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in. My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn. If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset. Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers. The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble. There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night. The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years.
I like that I'm
but
allowed
it
to
has
ask
a
about
bad
things that I haven't
reputation.
seen personally.
No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
That's
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
how are you supposed to make friends like that?
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of. The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
What is this bit that these guys are doing? Oh my gosh. Oh, alright, where else in town to go?
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
I've been here for like 10 minutes. I brought some lovely commerce to the inn and the store. You're welcome, Burgomeister. Oh, I met the absolute nutjobs that live here.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower.
I disagree, it looks terrifying.
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
Ugh. Tentacled things.
There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall. This weather-beaten, boarded-up door once sported a painted sign, but you can no longer read it. The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Me, Igor. Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
It's been a while since I've had an Adventurers Guild.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again. Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things. Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Okay.
He looks at you and then goes back to work. It's completely silent beyond the door. The door is locked.
Oh, and I don't have any of my... Oh, my beautiful thieves' toolkits, all that gear I spent all that time accumulating. I don't have my magical grapnels, I don't have my ropes, I don't have my Thieves Guild local union certificate. Ah!
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my honor? I am Nikolai. Have you seen my honor? Honor. Have you seen my honor? I am looking for honor.
That's kind of sad. It's like Simon.
The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. This strange device is labeled Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. I wonder if that stands for something. Be careful, it might be a trap. There's a sign on the door. It says, "Warning, Do not open without appropriate precautions. The sign says, this is the key maze. The sign on the door says, Dr. Cranium's private laboratory. Entrance by prior appointment or demonstration of superior intelligence only.
Remove the transcendental receiving animal processor. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you just have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. No, I didn't think so. Come back when you're ready. Oh my gosh, the statue's like just chewed and spit out gum.
You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings.
Ah! Bouncy!
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
Does it move? Yes. Does it have legs? No. Does it bounce? Yes. Is it alive? Yes. It's a snake that swallowed a rubber ball. No. Oh, then you must want a kangaroo. No. I know. It's a frog refugee from a French restaurant. No. Surely you can't be trying to catch a baby Antwerp. Yes. You've got to be kidding. No. Don't say I didn't warn you, but if you really must catch one, baby Antwerps love avocado. My rations are avocado. Avocado and garlic. Oh.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway. The trap starts working. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
I love the delivery. We've got an Antwerp. It's simply amazing. Let's see the key room here.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
Oh, that's all I have to do. Alright. Oh, shoot. Oh gosh, I feel like this is gonna go terribly wrong. Oh shoot. Turned it too soon. I probably could have done a better way than this, but this is what we got. No! Clicked it wrong. Got it.
Congratulations. You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your key ring.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's go unlock that door.
You hear mysterious bubbling and sizzling noises. Every once in a while you think you hear someone muttering to himself.
That's pretty much how I work.
You faintly hear a voice saying, "Don't knock! Come on in!" from beyond the door.
Oh, gosh. What on earth do we got here? Some sort of key-based thing. Puzzle. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, there we go. Gosh.
Great! You've managed to find...
Oh, I gotta save so I don't have to redo that all over.
You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
Oh. Oh. A little loud. Is that the default volume?
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return. My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium. Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment.
This sounds like the professor from
Unfortunately,
DuckTales.
some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople
We live in a
insisted
world
that
of
I should
magic.
be able to use my
How could he
magic
not
to
believe in
cure
magic?
wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen. I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
Like, I get the whole, like, oh, skepticism, I'm an academic, blah, blah, blah. Like, we literally live in a world in which there's wizard institutes and, like, vampires. Why is it, like, it's like Han not believing in the Force when, you know, the Jedi were a thing up into his lifetime. Like, oh, I don't believe in the Force. Well, at least this is the guy where I come to get my poison cure, my stamina potions. That's good to know.
Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work. Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies.
For your
it
what?
contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to brew the perfect cup of tea. The one alchemical combination that I have thus far been unable to fully analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I'm sure there must be
I
a way to
remember right
duplicate
now
the
I
effects of
need
nature, but the
the
results have
manual
not
for
been
this
promising
game.
so far.
Because...
Perhaps you would like a cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea?
Oh.
I thought not. This is even harder than rehydration solution and reviving dead tissue.
Because this is one of the sort of copyright things, is you have to be able to give him the correct alchemical combinations occasionally, or else you're not going to get the potions and pills that you need. And if you don't have the manual, you just straight up can't do it. And that was one of the sort of ways that they copyrighted the game. It's not as straightforward as the old open the manual to page 35, what's the third word on the fourth line, which is a lot of games used to do that. Oh. Nowadays, they all just tie everything to your account, and you can only play when you're online. But this was one of the ways they sort of prevented you from just passing the discs around, because apparently they assumed that nobody had access to a copier or a telephone. Tell me about your corpse.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh. Mad? Mad? They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how I get so little respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad. So I cannot accept payment for my scientific services. They are performed solely to increase knowledge and to benefit mankind. Besides, taking money might jeopardize my government grants.
But I need potions.
Ah, yeah. Unfortunately. Still, I had... If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science. Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Alright. Voltoffen. The chemical guide. Alright. Voltoffen. Air. Fire. Earth. Fire. Air.
Thank you. With
Was that pizza at
information,
the
I'm
end?
sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
Sensational scientific solutions. What about poison cure?
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
So they're not going to cost me money, but I am going to be prevented from getting more. Fliegenitz. Well, let's take a look at the manual. Fliegenitz. Air. Pizza. Fire. Air. Pizza.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
This guy should be my Halloween costume next year.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist science.
Okay. Well, I now have some flasks, and I've got poison cure and healing. Okay, that's something.
You say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out. Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
What an interesting cast of characters we have.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
I haven't left town! These people are the worst.
What is it you want?
I'm trying to be polite. It is hard to be polite to you all, though. You're kind of terrible.
The Adventurers Guild is in the north part of town, but it's closed and boarded up. There have been no adventurers here since the road was flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to
What kind of a law is that?
Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone. Castle Borgov is north of the town. The last of the Borgov family left this valley years ago. Now it is inhabited by some cousin. The people of the castle do not bother this town. I suggest strongly that you do not bother the people of the castle.
I think I'm going to do some bothering. Alright, well, thank you anyway for the key to the Adventurers Guild. Are you looking for the nuclear vessels?
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
I have an Adventurers Guild all to myself.
A finely crafted sword rests within this case, but there doesn't seem to be a door or any way to open the case. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency."
An emergency sword.
This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell. You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Pyotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Pyotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Pyotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Pyotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Pyotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Poor Rana. Boy, she's been helping out literally the entire series.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Sassy.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
Ooh.
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack.
Nice. Glad that was just lying around. Alright.
This is either some sort of diabolical device or an exercise machine.
There's
Come
always
to
the
think of
moose
it,
head.
exercise machines are diabolical devices. It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall. There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Mordavia, Flora, Fauna, and Folklore.
Let's read a book.
Which book do you want to read? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Moldavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necrotor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi, a creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered, unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly, instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
And yes, there is a...
The book turns out to be an advertising
there is a copy of
brochure.
that in
It
the
says,
game book, and it's on
I,
GOG.
Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online. Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
I mean, Dr. Cranium is obvious, like, product placement for them.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksu. Hey, this isn't a lending library. Nice try, but the bookshelf won't budge. If there's a secret passage around here, it's hidden a different way.
Interesting. What do we got over here?
There is a set of coat hooks in one corner. You never knew adventurers were expected to be that neat.
Fun fact, the annoying side commentary was just the narrator mumbling under his breath, and they went with it. I mean... yeah, that's very likely. Just... Can I hang anything on the coat rack? Oh! Oh, these look interactable. What is happening? Oh, gosh. Oh, okay.
You need to rotate the hooks into some set position to unlock a secret passage.
I'm glad that I know that now. Okay.
This desk holds... Then there's Talk. You see an exercise book. Essential exercise. Build strong legs with the Bigfoot stair stepper.
Which reminds me, let's,
After some rest, you feel better.
That's the only energy I got back after 30 minutes. Let's use the stair stepper. The tree seems to be made up of a pool of Her tears? Go with it. Go. We're on
Your
the
legs
clock.
are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
Alright, let's do some climbing. Since I actually have a way to practice my climbing again.
Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
Oh, look under the something. Oh, the only
This
thing in here
desk
is this table. Four, two, one, three, and then climb up something. Four, two, one, three. Is that how many times I should click each one? So it should be right, up, down, left. 4, 2, 1, 3. One, two, three, 4. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Nope. Okay. So it was supposed to be hooks. Oh gosh. Wait, I don't remember the pattern now. Turn under the desk. Right, up, down, left. Oh my gosh, but should it be 1, 2, 3, 4? So is the order the one as they're written or as they're done there? Oh. Cursed things. Okay. We'll try right, up, down, left, and if that doesn't work, we'll do it in the number order. Okay. So if I move this one, it just moves itself. This one moves everyone but the third one. This one moves everyone. This one moves the last one and the first one. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, snap! That worked! I don't want to have to do all that again. That worked. Oh, my guy's so tired. Look at those tired legs. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
You climb down the ladder into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit. Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruiting poster on the back wall. It gives you fond memories of your home guild. The poster is firmly attached to the wall. There's nothing behind this one. There does seem to be something under this barrel, but you've got no clue of what to do with it. You're kidding, right? The desk is, of course, locked. The double doors are locked shut. The lock itself looks sophisticated, but the door has a simple sliding latch. If you had the right tool, you think you could easily slip the latch.
Like a Thieves Guild card, perhaps?
You slip the guild membership card between the doors and unlatch the lock. Your guild card. Don't leave home without it.
trying to look at
This looks like an interesting safe. Another fine product of the Filch Safe Company. But you can't for the life of you figure out how anyone can open a safe with no knob. There are a number of fascinating books about thief techniques on the bookshelves. Of special interest is the one on disarming traps. It says that with a new Mark II thieves' toolkits and a bit of skill in picking locks, you can locate and disarm almost any mechanical trap. In the section on surviving magical traps, the book suggests taking up religion. There is also a book on thief marks that tells you all about this secret language of thieves. You learn a number of new symbols and combinations. There are a number of fascinating books of special interest.
Okay, so
in the
nothing
section
new.
there is also
Alright, well, maybe there's some new symbols under the barrel here.
there does seem to be some
Oh wait, we got some grates. Let's go looking in the grates.
rummaging around under the floor drain. You find a round knob with a point on one side, which you pick up. Thieves have had to clean up after themselves since a few unfortunate accidents with maintenance personnel. On close examination, you find some scratches that might be thief marks behind the side drain.
Look under the grate. Oh, the one I just looked under? Okay, I still don't have any proper thieves' tools, but at least I have that doorknob now.
Now that you've replaced the safe knob, the Filch safe looks ripe for the cracking. You know, kind of like a walnut. To open the safe, you will need to spell out the combination with alternating right and left turns.
Alright, let's close all that, close all that. Oh gosh, now I have to do a combination. Filch Safe Company. F G H I J K L C E F G H.
You quickly rifle the opened safe.
So the combination was literally the name of the
Unfortunately, it
safe
looks as though
company.
legions of Thieves Guild initiates have been here before you.
It's like your,
as all
your
the money is
password
gone.
is guessed.
You do find 5 throwing daggers placed here for, well, safekeeping. The only other usable thing in the safe is a single lockpick, half buried in dust in one corner. You grab the lockpick and the daggers.
Alright, so we're making some progress now. Now we're getting somewhere. I got a brand new shiny lockpick, and I have some daggers I can finally, like, fight. Let's take a crack at this ye old desk.
Ah, that did it. The lock springs open with a satisfying snick. Maybe you should have tried disarming the trap on the desk first. You set off a poison trap.
Whoops.
Inside the desk you find a complete and hardly used Mark II Thieves Toolkit.
Yes!
With all the latest facilities for opening the toughest locks, cracking safes, and disarming mechanical traps. There is one lockpick missing from the set, so you add yours to it. You also find a fancy match set of 3 throwing daggers, which you add to your collection.
Being a thief.
Finally, you find some sort of diary or logbook in the desk. The title of the book reads, Memoirs of a Master Manipulator. Modest, eh? You take it out and set it on the desk, but it's a little heavy to carry around with you. You leaf through the chief thief's logbook. An interesting entry speaks of a proposed night raid on the castle. The guild members would use the secret passage to avoid notice.
Oh.
You wonder which secret passage that might be.
A secret passage.
A later entry in different handwriting indicates how far the guild had declined recently. It seems to be just a bunch of doodling and some nonsense words. It says, bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run. Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle raid.
Bet it's a clue.
One of the final entries says, Fred and Frank caught out at night without hooks. Fred is dead and Frank sank. I'm the last. An ambitious thief will try to prosper by hook and by crook. The log closes with some incoherent ramblings about passing the deadly tentacled beast, then the horror, shadows of darkness enfold me.
Ding! That's the
Madness
name of
and
the
mockery
game.
in the dark one's chamber. Sounds as though the author was in a chemically modified state.
Alright, well, so we got other things here. Let's take a peek.
Ah, you found a hidden safe. Good work.
I mean, it wasn't that hidden.
You set up the thieves' toolkit and try to disarm any traps that may be on the safe.
What the heck?
You have successfully disarmed the safe.
What a strange minigame.
You crack the safe using the Mark II toolkit. You take the healing potion, throwing dagger, and 5 crowns someone was foolish enough to leave inside.
This is more thievery than I got to do in the entirety of the last game.
Ah, you found a hidden safe. Good work. You set up the thieves. You have successfully disarmed the safe.
Also, this beat is like...
Using the Mark II toolkit, you quickly manage to get the safe open. Inside you find 6 crowns, a throwing dagger, and a potion labeled Poison Cure. They seem a fitting reward for your efforts, so you take them.
Nice. Is there
A
anything?
single tapped barrel.
Is there really nothing else to do with that barrel?
You depress the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism. To operate it, push each of the tiles until all 9
Oh,
tiles have been set
pattern
to the
games.
correct pattern to open the door. There are no grey tiles in the solution. Nonetheless, 4 colors on each of 9 tiles yields over 250,000 possible solutions. Guesswork won't help.
1, 2, 3. Wait.
You leaf an interest, a late, it says,
Bad
boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run. One of the log. That didn't. That. This is a door.
Bad boys yell. Good girls giggle. Rich girls run. Oh! Oh my god, it's a nightmare.
So, you found my secret passageway. You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Oh, don't worry. I won't hurt you. It is good to talk to someone again. It has been so very long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point.
Oh, okay, he's a little hard to look at. Alright, with that, I think we're probably going to call it a night. It's almost 10, but a little extra playtime did not hurt since we made up for the lengthy gap that it took for me to actually import my save file. So, alright, so we've made it to Mordavia. We have gotten into the Adventurers Guild. We have found the Thieves Guild. And we have located the Chief Cockroach. And when we come back, we will talk more with it about our future here in Mordavia. But again, this is way more thievery than I ever got to do in the entirety of Tarna. So, yay! Alright, so much still to do, so many more mysteries to unravel, and with that, I am out for the night. So, I hope you all have a, yes, return to the land of the living. Have a lovely evening, and I will see you next week.